They got it, they got it, they got it, they got it. That girl going to jail. That girl going to jail. That that girl going to jail. She going to jail. She gon' rot in there. She gon' rot in there. Oh, man. Finally gave that girl murder. Murder, 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 murder. Murder. Murder, 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 murder. Murder. All right. Let's see how many years they gave him. 10 years?
Bruh.
Oh, hell. That's got to be a typo. I think they meant to have another zero behind that 10 and make it 100. I know they not serious about giving this girl 10 years. Just when I think the justice system got one right out of 1,000, they show they ass again. Insert Rennie face here. But for y'all that ain't too sure about what's going on, I guess I can be the news report. You know, I want to say it was a year ago now. Former police officer Amber Geiger allegedly was in an apartment complex, and she thought that she was on her floor at her apartment, and when she walked into the apartment complex, she saw who we then found out would be Belfum John, excuse me. She thought he had broken into her house, and she proceeded to shoot and kill him. Now that's the story they want you to focus on. This is the story that I know happened. Or at least I think happened. Because it's still kind of blurry to me on how any of this even occurred. Because case in point, if it's your apartment, so you say, how you get in? Like, literally her apartment was on a whole different floor. Like, a completely different floor. What keys did she use to get into the house? So, I'm assuming the door was unlocked, which happens from time to time. I mean, hell, you ain't thinking nobody gonna come in your house and shoot you. You know, so he probably left his door unlocked. If that's how she got in. I really and truthfully don't know. There's a theory out there that they knew each other and possibly were having a relationship. She got mad and decided, you don't need to live anymore. That makes a lot of sense to me too. But again, I have no idea. This whole story is blurry. But the only clear-cut, concise thing to this story that's like not debatable is that she shot and killed an unarmed black man while she was off duty. Now, we can try to call it a mistake and all that all we want to, but I just don't see how you can do that with all this evidence that shows she had every intention of killing this young black man. And when I say young, I'm talking 26 years old with an accountant job, with all the opportunity in the world. I mean, I promise you, this is like me. It touches my heart, because that's like me getting shot for being in my own apartment. You know, there were some people saying she had no ill intentions and she didn't know, and now she has to live with this for the rest of her life, so 10 years is enough. I'm like, son, 10 years is enough. My thing is, if 10 years is enough, then why not just give her manslaughter? They convicted this police officer with murder. But then say 10 years is enough, where she's eligible for parole in 5, and for good behavior, she probably gonna get out in 3. Oh my Lord. I'm just like, at the end of the day, you may think she might be living with this for the rest of her life, but at the end of the day, she still is living. She's only in her 30s. When she gets out, she might not even be 40 yet. And if she is past her 40s, she will be like 41. She still has a whole life to live, while this man will never breathe again. But 10 years is enough. I'm disappointed. But I can't even say I'm not shocked, but I am shocked, because this is one of the few times where they actually got the verdict right. But the sentencing is not matching at all. And I'm just like, how is that possible? How? And then we talk about her brother, Belfum, John's brother, forgiving her. And you know what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I can't speak for that man. I didn't lose a brother in this situation, so I can't tell him how he's supposed to react to the killer. I can't speak on that. Like, I understand what culture is and your spiritual beliefs and healing. I mean, it takes a strong person to say I forgive you while the person is right there in your face. You even willing to hug and all that. But what disgusted me was watching the judge get out of her seat to go hug this woman. And I'm just like, so that means all of them people you convicted of even lesser crimes, but probably got more years than her, you need to go in their cells and hug them too. And say it's gonna be all right. And to the police officer that was fixing her hair, I'm gonna need for you to make sure that you go and give my man his brush so he can finish his waves. Because, I mean, I never seen this type of energy in a courtroom for somebody that you say is a murderer. It's like they're making her out to be a victim, but she's labeled a murderer now. So it just don't make any sense to me. I promise you, when I saw the verdict, this is what I thought. But when I saw the sentencing, it was like this. Yeah. Tragic. It's tragic how they could just goof this up. And we sat there and we celebrated, because we was like, finally, for Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Tamir Rice, and the list goes on. Like, it's a long list, man. It's a long list. We was like, Mike Brown. It was like, these people are finally getting their justice through this case. Like, finally, like, we see it. And then they only give her 10 years when she could have gotten between 5 and 99. I mean, I'm not an evil, hateful person. It has nothing to do with me wanting. I hate that this situation occurred. But at the end of the day, punishments are supposed to be given for your actions, right or wrong. And to say that she's gonna have to live with this for the rest of her life, we don't know. She could be literally thinking, oh my goodness, only 10? Wow. Because like I said, at the end of the day, she still gets to make that decision of, well, I got 10 years, so I got something to look forward to. While he doesn't. He'll never be able to think again. Keep that in your mind. So, it's not about throwing a book at her because she white and all that, because I would be saying the same thing if it was a white man she shot, because it's about the punishment. But I just feel like if it was a white man, she wouldn't have got 10 years. And you can debate that all you want to, but at the end of the day, this story is tragic, and I'm disappointed. But like I said, it's all opinion now. They made their decision, so let that be that. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. And be sure to share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube to my YouTube channel if you would like. And like I said, I feel like this might be another scenario where we mad today and we forget tomorrow, because you know how we do. But as of right now, this ain't right, man. And my question, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this: what do we do so that situations like this don't continue? Because at the end of the day, it seems like the only thing that we could have done was be a part of that jury that sentenced her. And since we didn't get that opportunity, what could we have really affected? I'm gonna leave y'all with that question. And what can we do in the future to assure that this situation never occurs again? Y'all be good. Love y'all.